Okay, well, you keep shopping for that set because we've got so many things to show you. And I just think this whole hour is amazing with the prices that we're doing. I think we knew you were going to be late and they wanted to give me something to so I wouldn't panic. But dry shampoo. Dry shampoo is one of those genius products that if you go and get your hair done and get a blowout once a week, it's going to keep you through to the end of the week. It'll also refresh your hair. My daughter and I both love dry shampoo. How about half price?
That's fantastic.
$11. It's literally half price, $22 all day long. And Lisa does something that I've never seen any other dry shampoo do. You choose light tones or dark tones. So if you have really, really dark hair, you're not going to spray it and see something that doesn't match. Right. Or if you have really light hair, you're not going to see something dark. So it's for light tones and dark tones. So you just choose light tones or dark tones, and you're going to get yours for half price. Oh, and free shipping. It's not like it's half price and then $30 to ship or whatever. Free shipping and handling, half price, $5.50 to get home. By the way, dark tones is going to be the first to sell out.
Wow. The dry shampoo is so fantastic. It's a conditioning dry shampoo, so when you use it, there's actually Monoi oil in it. And I know what you're thinking. Hey, I'm using a dry shampoo because my hair is kind of oily and I want to absorb the oil. Well, it magically absorbs the oil, but then instead of leaving behind this matte finish, which with other dry shampoos makes you want to go get a serum because you want to have some shine, you're going to have the shine from this, but you're not going to have weight. Your hair is going to be lifted, and it's going to be as if you were able to do that shampoo. You'll get to extend your style, not just a day, but maybe up to 2, maybe even 3 days, depending on how you're styling your hair, because it's not going to be hard and flaky. Sometimes you use a dry shampoo and you're like, okay, I'm good. I can make it for the rest of the day, but then tomorrow I'm going to have to shampoo. There's just no choice. So you're going to see here as this person demos the dry shampoo, she just sprays it on her roots and styles her hair, and you'll see the lift that's in her hair, but there's also movement to the hair. It's touchable. It's not frozen in that spot. She just uses her fingers to just give it a little bit of a lift and to make sure that that dry shampoo is getting into those roots that might be a little bit oily. Look at how cute. That is so cute.
And I'm going to tell you that my daughter, who's 16, her her desert island product is dry shampoo, because everybody is a different, kind of whether you have oily skin or not. But it's one thing with the oily skin at the scalp with dry hair. So this dry shampoo will absorb the oils at your scalp and then keeping the shine in your hair. It really is, like I said, a product that's not like any other one. We're going to go to the phones and welcome Bobby, who got the product that we just had before. Hi, Bobby, you're on live.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
I'm better. My heart rate's gone down since Lisa's back in the studio because I thought I didn't know what to say. For an hour without her, I was kind of scared.
Right. Well, I just wanted to say how much I do enjoy these products here. I had used the shampoo and the conditioner for quite some time. I ran out, and one of your competitors had a sale thing on TV the one time, an introductory thing, and I changed over for that because I was out and you weren't available with at the time. So I ordered that, tried it, and it's sitting in my bathroom almost full right now because it just did not do what your shampoo does.
Yep, and you don't save money when you buy something that doesn't work.
Right, and I had the whole set I've used, the hairspray I used when you first came out with it, and I really like it. The only problem that I did have with it, maybe I'm doing something wrong, is it seemed to plug up quite a bit. Is there something I can do to eliminate that this time?
You can just run it under hot water. The thing under hot water, and that's pretty much that's a rule for any product that's ever been invented. That's my general that's my general tip for anything. Seriously. Yeah. I'm so glad thank you for calling, Bobby, and I'm so glad you reordered. Again, she got the shampoo, conditioner, and the hairspray that we just had. So I just want to thank you so much for calling. If you guys are tuning in right now, we are doing, besides, I know that we started out the hour where I was all by myself. We had a buy one, get one free of the cream for the milk, and we're gonna talk about that. But also, right now, 50% off on the dry shampoo. So you choose for light tones, or you get one for dark tones. tones. By the way, the dark tone is gonna sell out first, just to give you a little heads up. Free shipping and handling, $11. Your flex payment for HSN cardholders is $3.67. Is that is the lowest?
That is the lowest.
Because I watched you at Tamara and you were like, $6. That's the lowest flex pay I've ever heard. I go, wait till she sees the $3.67 on my show.
Yes, this is definitely.
That's a winner. I don't think I don't know how you could get lower without having to be changed. Change in your pocket. But $11 is a great deal.
Absolutely, absolutely. And to get something that's really great for your hair to help you extend that style. You know, some of us do not need to, nor do we want to wash our hair frequently. For some of us, that process can be very time consuming, can be taxing on the hair, requires you to use too much heat on your hair. This is giving you time in between those styles so that you can wear the style longer. As you're seeing on your screen right now, someone is going to demonstrate how easy it is to use. She's just spraying it in her roots. You can see that her hair is kind of flat before she puts the shampoo in, and now she's just working her fingers into the roots with the dry shampoo, and you're going to see that the hair is lifted and does not look as flat as it did when she first started. So she's now able to extend that style, but her hair is moving. You can put your hands through it. It's not going to dry it out. And because you have the dark tones and the light tones, you can match your hair. Because I heard so many people in my office when we were creating the dry shampoo say, but my hair is dark, and whenever I use it, I get the white film, and then I have to take a comb or a brush and try to get it off. And you don't have to do that with this. So look at the light tones on your screen, and if you can see your hair color in there, then you know that you need the light tones. And the dark tones, if you're in this range, then you would order the dark tones. And if you're somebody who does a lot of, you know, changes with your hair,
yeah,
at $11, you get them both.
Yeah, right, exactly. I was going to say.
And you're prepared.
It depends on what day it is. I change my hair color quite a bit.
I know a lot of people that's like, oh, okay, we're blonde now.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, her hair looks so beautiful. That silver just looks gorgeous, and it's got movement and shine, and it's not dried out. I love that.
And if you go somewhere and get it styled, I mean, that takes a lot of time.
It does.
You gotta make an appointment, you go somewhere, and you're right, it is damaging to, like, you know, do the heat and then do it a day, obviously. And it isn't great to wash the hair every day. Dry shampoos are a great idea, but this is the Monoi. This is a repairing, and this is half price, and it's free shipping and handling. So if you've ever thought about trying a dry shampoo, I don't know how anyone can resist this offer, because you are getting, you're getting this at half the price, literally half price. It's called a Beauty Best Buy. And sometimes when people go, oh, it's on sale, but shipping and handling, we're gonna double it or whatever. How about free? We're gonna send it to you, free shipping and handling and half price. Your flex pay is $5.50. And by the way, one can goes a long way.
It really does.
You don't have to like spray for hours. It's like spray it, spray it, spray it, work it in, and that's it. It's not like you're spraying and spraying and spraying.
Not at all. The dry shampoo is gonna last you a good while, and it's gonna do what you need it to do. It's gonna give you that break so that you can wear your style longer and not have to go and restyle and put your hair through that whole process. It has Monoi oil in it. When you use it, you will see a shine on your hair, but not something oily. And it's soft and it's touchable. It absorbs oil. It helps keep your hair feeling fresh longer. It helps to give the hair the look of body and shine, and it lets you style and build the appearance of volume with your fingertips.
Yeah, and you know, some people, and I was gonna say, need a dry shampoo as the day goes on.
Oh, yeah.
Like if they've got really oily skin, I know people that, like, by the end of the day, like, you wash your hair in the morning, and by that night, you're like, come on, you know, and it's like oily again. You know, teenagers, I'm thinking my daughter, some of her friends, or anybody. So this is gonna be something that you're gonna have in your purse, you're gonna have at your desk at work. So maybe you know, work all day, and then you're like gonna go out that night, and it's like, oh, seriously, I gotta go home and do my hair all over again. No, you don't. That's where this is gonna come in, because that is true. There are people that, you know,
that's very true.
Yeah, I mean, my skin tends to be like way super dry, but what I like also about the dry shampoo is when we say dry shampoo, it's not gonna make your skin dry, because in the winter, our skin's dry. You're not spraying something on your scalp that's gonna dry out your skin. It's just absorbing the oils and then putting that shine with the Monoi oil. It really is a balancing act.
It's fantastic, and I love the point that you had made earlier that people will have oily roots and need the dry shampoo in the roots, but then the rest of their hair, they don't necessarily want to dry it out with something drying.
Right.
Because a lot of times you can have oily roots but dry ends. So you want something that's going to keep that hair supple. Again, going back to the analogy of the flower, when a flower is fresh and you touch the petals, you can touch them and you can move them and they don't break off in your hand. But when that flower begins to dry out and lose its moisture, those petals become much more fragile. And the fiber of the hair can be like that. The more dry it is, the more brittle it's going to be, the more susceptible it is to breakage. So we try to use the styling products and use ingredients in them like the Monoi to keep the hair moisturized so that it doesn't dry out. And that's going to help with the general look of your hair, to have that healthy shine, to have body, to have a little bit of lift. And again, $11, I mean, it is half price. If you were on the fence about dry shampoo, now's the time to try it.
Yeah, and we got one more minute. And listen, I want you to, again, we've got an entire hour that you can just treat yourself. This is not like, okay, I'm going to buy a 4K television. This, you know what I mean? This is like, I want you to get some dry shampoo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm just telling you, I want you to treat yourself, especially if you've never tried the Monoi line, because dry shampoo may be something like, okay, maybe you've bought one, maybe you've tried it at one point. This is going to be a very different experience. First of all, you've got for light or for dark hair, so you're not going to have any issues with what you're called. The dark is the most limited and will sell out first. Over 400 of these have been spoken for, and we have hundreds of people in the ordering process. I just want you to be one of the people that get in. This is half price. Beauty Best Buy is the lowest price that we do, so I don't want you to miss out on it. This product will be back at $22, but free shipping and handling. We're going to take a quick break and tell you about some of our